Man, as I just sit here thinking, it's like I was already affected by the young woman from the Ukraine who got stabbed on the public transportation by a black guy. Like I haven't even been able to talk about that really because it's just been on my mind and bothering me so much. And then you have what happened today um, with the guy speaking at a university in Utah and pretty much get assassinated. Um, it's just crazy, like the what we see on a daily level. Speaking of the guy that got shot, like he had different viewpoints. That's something um, that everyone says is so great about this country that we can have different viewpoints and we can differ, we can disagree, but at the end of the day, we're supposed to still be like this part of the United States. There's such a great divide in this country right now. The ideals, whether it's liberal or conservative, and also race. Yeah, also the racial divide. And I don't care what anyone says. You still find people that say, "Oh, there's no race issue in America. There's no race problem," and like those people are just trying to cope, or they totally have their heads up their asses. But there is a race problem, and I think more than anything, I get tired of seeing people from any race get in the caught and release system in our justice system. These repeat offenders, people that are getting convicted, they're felons, but yet they get released and then they commit these horrible, atrocious crimes against other human beings. And like I'm just tired of that. Like I don't care what color you are when it comes to that, but I'm tired of these judges um, like releasing these hardened criminals. Um, I'm a firm believer in there are horrible people in any race. But I will say, as a black man, a man of color, I tire of seeing not only the black on black violence in these urban uh, areas across the country, but I also, I grow tired of the news stories that I see about like black people doing things to people of other races. Crazy, and I've been watching it. It does not get that much attention. The news, the mainstream news, has so much slant on it, and like it depends on who owns that news station, that channel. It depends on who owns it as to what information you're gonna get fed. Like I have to go if I want 100% just news, how it is. This is what's happening. Usually I go to X, formerly known as Twitter. Um, People have been posting all week in honor of the young woman from the Ukraine that got brutally unalived. They've been posting like lots of news stories I had no idea about black people doing things to white people. And like I said, I started this off. I don't like any race that harms anyone, especially repeat offenders. But as I'm talking as a black man, like that sickens me to see. And these are horrible crimes that I've been reading about. Like I can't even repeat some of the stuff, the news stories that I've seen and read, because TikTok would probably like flag me and start sending me all these warnings in my inbox. But to just see what goes on repeatedly, it just sickens me. Like, this is a sick world that we live in. So many people, you know what really, really gets to me? So many people are against each other. And I'm one of those that believe they do it on purpose in this country. They constantly keep us at each other's throat, because then if we're divided, we're not paying attention like to the main picture, to what's really going on. If people would unite and stop bickering, like people just want to bicker and fight over anything. If they would stop, we would have things taking place. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen it, but like over in Nepal, I think that's how you pronounce it. But they pretty much, the people got tired of the corrupt government, and they went and just took it back. They stormed the hell out of it. And they, got to the corrupt leaders. And I just saw a video today. It's like some big public square, and they are having a celebration and chanting. Like, that's what it looks like when people unite. I always use that analogy of the elephant. They used to put a chain around the elephant's leg. And at first, the other end of the chain was against something, hooked onto something secure. So the elephant knew they couldn't move. Eventually, they would remove the other end and put it on something like a chair or around a bucket. In the elephant's mind, they were still captive. And I think that's what's wrong with a lot of people in this country. You're held captive by things that are crammed into your head. And, people just have to start using critical thinking. Yes, there are bad people in every race. Bigger picture, if we stopped bickering and fighting and being divided, and if we came together, the people could do big things. I talk to a friend every day, and I'm like, man, these people, they don't know about like revolution and things that when people wanted rights and what they did and what they sacrificed to get those rights. It's why many of you have rights today. It's because of what people back in the day in the 50s, 60s, and 70s did. That's why we do what we do now, because of the fights that they had for us. That got lost along the way. And so, this is the result. This is the world we live in. People just turning on each other daily. And what I saw today, because I saw a video of the gentleman speaking in front of the College of Utah. And yeah, it was just an assassination that was targeted for him. Thousands of people on the lawn area. One shot, one target. And, we can all kind of assume why, because of the subject matter that he spoke on. But this is the country we live in now. It's just sad. Like I said, I finally, and I'm going to post about this sweet young lady that lost her life on the bus, but I'm just now able to just start talking about it, because I've been like just kind of fuming about it. But I'm going to post a post for her, in her honor too. But I just have to make this video. It's just like, I focus a lot on the corrupt ass Jehovah's Witness organization, and I try to bring justice to those that have no voice with us. But I look at what's going on around us in the world too, and it's just real fucked up. So I hope everyone, please take care of your mental health. This is a lot to take on, but together we can get through this.